friends. How are we doing today? Only a little bit of 1 second today. You got to keep you guys on your feet, on your toes. You never know. All right. Sorry, guys. I am player coordinating, you know. That's the fun thing. Oh, man. It's going to be a good day. DragOn and Tarson's going to be an absolute banger. That's for sure. Man, guys, I'm excited. I genuinely think this is probably going to be one of the greatest round of 8 matches ever. All right. All right, guys, we're going to get this set up here. Get our players in here. No nonsense. These players want to game today. They showed up ready. All right. Guys, DragOn and Tarson. I don't know who wins this, honestly. I've been thinking about it, and I have no idea. I mean, generally speaking, I would favor DragOn, but I mean, Tarson's just been on a bit of a run, you know? He didn't expect to make it anywhere in this tournament. Here he is in the round of 8. I think we have to respect that. That is a crazy run, though, from I don't think I'll make it another round of 24. Well, in fact, he was a sub in the round of 24. He didn't make it out of the qualies, technically. And that just goes to show that, you know, qualifiers are brutal. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get ripped out too early. Oh, man. Guys, this is where the fun begins. We have DragOn ready, waiting on Tarson. All right, guys, we're just waiting on one more thumbs up, and then we can get into our first game of the round of 8. Guys, it's going to be great. Oh, man. It's so weird not having a co-caster, but, you know, sometimes the best co-caster is 2 sleepy puppies. Right, girls? They're done. They are dunzo. All right, guys, and with that, we're going to go right ahead and start the round of 8, guys. Tarson versus DragOn. Best of 5 starts right now. Spawning here in the top right-hand side, guys. With the yellow SCVs. Give it up for Tarson. Top left, guys. Our Protoss hero. Give it up for DragOn. All right, guys. Our first 2 best of 5s were a bit quick. However, this one, oh boy. Y'all better buckle up. We're going to be here a little while. This is definitely the match that I think is going to take, you know, a while. Because there's a very good chance these players both push each other to Game 5. I just genuinely think they'll be able to make Game 5 happen. No 3-0s today is my prediction. And of course, you know, every game PvT takes about 3 hours, so, you know, buckle up. Interesting. So we're going to do like the barracks here. Yeah, so we're going to do Mike Wall right around here. Gives you the SCVs popping right here, and they just kind of mine a little bit quicker. Look at that. Beautiful optimizations. Oh, dragon, my dragon. It wouldn't be a PvT without a Nexus first to set the tone for the series. Oh, yes. Oh, there's no way he first scouts this. There's no way. There's no way he first scouts. No. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I mean, just because you first scout it doesn't mean you can do anything about it. I think when you see the SB coming, you got to go Forge Gate. Like, go Forge, like a gateway or a Forge here, like 1-2 cannons. Realistically, just 1 cannon's fine. But if you really want to be safe, you drop like a 2nd cannon. That way you never lose from here. But Dragon's a little bit better than me, so let's see what he thinks he needs to do. Oh, run probe, it's not safe. Yep, so he does drop the Forge. This Marine's really hunting down the probe. No, run! Oh, you thought, Mr. Marine. I was gonna drip the... Oh. Sneak the probe out. Cannon goes down. We have pulled a bunch of SCVs. Honestly, this probe right here is going to see this. Recognize the issue. The Marines stop because they're on attack move. 2nd cannon goes down. It's going to be a tight one. All right, we break apart the SCVs. We're pulling the probes off the line, which is fine because we will have that 2nd Nexus. Oh, cannon's done. That's the end of your push. Yeah. Oh, he tries to just get in the melee. Get the S. Oh no, it doesn't make it in. Well, and this is what we call a really bad spot for Tarson. Yeah, 10 SCVs on the line. Nexus went up without any real damage. Oh, this is going to be... This is not the game you want to play if you're Tarson. You know, I can feel the agony of Tarrans across the globe crying as this happens. Alright, we're going to get our machine shop here. We throw down our command center, but, like, that just kind of feels bad at this point, right? Alright, Gateway Robo. We're going to play this pretty normal from here for Dragon. Nothing for him to be worried about anymore. Like, this is the comfort zone for Dragon. You know that Terrence spent everything on that push. So what's he gonna do? Nothing. So you get to just sit back and macro up, hit your tech timings the way you want to. It's beautiful. Oh. So what does Tarson do to catch up? Does he take the bottom center base? Good old 6 o'clock. Alright. Mine's down just in case. Oh! Hello? Poor probe. Alright, observatory's done. Should see some observers popping soon. Yes. The answer is yes. Bottom center completed. Well, started. This is so smart. Like it's crazy. I don't want to say you should do this, but knowing how this game's gonna play out, right? Dragon's gonna start clearing mines. He's gonna go secure his third. He might even try and secure the fourth, right, in the next couple of minutes. But all of the actual army pressure is gonna be going this way. Like, because when Dragon wants to take this, he's gonna try and put some goons here and here, pushing this way, trying to keep Terran back, denying this base, right? He's never gonna come down here. He just isn't. Nope. Don't get to deny the Nexus again, sadly, but confirmation of timing and everything, that's good. The biggest thing for Tarson here is if this observer comes in, then Dragon realizes something's wrong or not. Like, will he fly in and go, why do you have so little? Or will he fly in and just go, okay. Dragon's a smart player. Oop. He's definitely going to see that the factories are late coming on up. Now, there is a world where Dragon looks at this and assumes it's because of how bad the bust failed, right? Like, oh, wow, you really pulled that? Did you pull, like, all of your SCVs or something? But I think we'll see if he sends something around. If he starts sending units around the map, he's recognized that there's an issue. If he doesn't, he just assumes it's because there was too much damage in the early game. All right, observer's cooking. Oh, bye, observer. Yeah, he's thinking. I think Dragon's sniffing this out. Like, all right, you definitely took some damage, but there's something wrong here. Imagine if he just stops here, though. Or, like, if he goes linearly across and misses the base. He's not gonna, it looks like. No, he's gonna fly right into this. Oh, no. All right, vultures run in here. But Dragon now knows about that base. Yeah, and the problem is that Tarson doesn't know. This is disastrous. Well, now we're just in a really bad spot. Yeah, this is gonna burn. Yeah. Oh, no. Alright, well, losing that is, well, that's the end of that. All right. Well, after this disastrous setback, what's Tarson to do? Like, realistically, he's going to come over here, see that this base is coming on up. Congrats, he killed a cannon. That's cool. Like, he's really trying, but... yeah, I think we're going to stay in a little bit longer, but I don't foresee that longer being too much longer. He's going to try and maybe secure... yeah, he's going to try and secure this third. I don't know if he has the ability to actually hold this. Alright, yeah. Dragon's gonna set up here for a bust. Oh, and that's like all the mines gone. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna send it on in here. We don't actually have that much from Dragon. He might, yeah. He, like, can't get in there. Alright. Coming in for round 2. We're just gonna send it right up the middle. Right in the front door. Are we gonna go for a stasis? Oh, he's gonna stasis the backest line of tanks. Nice. Alright, Arbiter finally dies. Unfortunately, there is just nothing left for this. We'll steamroll the third base. We might not have enough to break the natural yet, but killing this base again, essentially. That's profit enough. Alright. Rally of Zealots. Oh, that CC is toast. 5 CC. You can't lose 2 CCs by the 14-50, by like 15 minutes, you know? You just can't. That's illegal. I don't care. He's literally just got his gateways rallied over, so he's gonna bring more gateways online in the bottom. Just probably gonna keep rallying them. All right. Round 3 to take a third, guys. It didn't work the first time. Didn't work the second time. Third time's the charm. Supplies are pretty even, to be honest. Like, all things considered, supplies are even. So, I wouldn't even call this the worst position for Tarson. Because considering how much of this for Dragon is going to be workers, comparatively. But at the same time, this is not a take a third amount of supply. Oh, is he going to get another cancel on this? He might. Yep, there's a cancel. Alright, we got more RBs coming. Another base. I appreciate the cannons for all the units that he knows aren't getting out. Like a couple of vultures, sure. But that's also going to run right into a gateway rally. All right, we're building the command center back here this time. Maybe if it doesn't have to, like, so, you know, we tried building it up here, didn't work. Try building it right here, didn't work. Maybe if we build it here, Tap's head, that'll work. All right. Dragon's just macroing up, getting ready for another just hit your head against the wall. That is Taryn. All right. He's gonna try. He's gonna actually get a couple of the workers, but we scan. We see the tail end of the Arby's. Oh man, this is that supply gap, you know, that was so minimum a little bit ago. These bases have really kicked online since, and yeah, that now Dragon's economy is nearly infinite, so what is a Tarson to do in a time like this? Taking your third base at, whoa, we can deny it. Recall. Nuts. Every Terran's dream. As you know, his natural runs out. His main's got 200 minerals left in it. Barely hold the third. But we denied the recall, and that means we have a moral victory against the Protoss. Little SCV that could. You build that turret, buddy. All right. Dragon smells blood in the water. Ooh. Oh, what a stasis on the Goliath. All right, we drop a storm. We drop another storm. More storms. Guys, the weather is bad today. It is stormy. All right. The thing is, we don't actually have enough to clean up all what's left or what's frozen. All right. We're going to try and push into the natural. Like I said, once these come unfrozen, well, that's kind of that. Yeah. We did not actually have enough for that. All right, Protoss is like, well, you know, you mind a couple of minerals from here. I'm going to take the rest now. All right, so on the one hand, Tarson did hold that push. On the second, he didn't survive it with enough to actually do anything. He's going to actually try and expand here. We'll see. All right. The Arbiter's all packed up here. Beautiful stasis here. Didn't stasis too much, didn't stasis too little. GG is called. Dragon takes game number 1. All right. You know, after Tarson survived a lot longer than he should have. All right, let's just go with that. That was actually incredible on his behalf. Very good. After failing to break the 12 nexus into losing a third, into losing a third, into losing a third, he survived so much longer than any Terran should. And honestly, I think he deserves some credit for that. But all right, guys. Game 1 down. We're going to get ready for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, guys. We are back. We are ready for game number 2, chat. You know what? While we get ready for game number 2, let's look at how we've done so far. Guys, what an incredible tournament this has been. A round of 24. Doodle, Dexter fell, Radley fell, Worst fell. Well, I mean, to be fair, he lost to someone who's now in the round of 8. Can he really be that upset, you know? we lost Raz, guys. We lost Crossy in the round of 24. What an incredible series of upsets. Eon Zurich out, you know. Julian Artosis, Striker, Razovi. All these guys out in the round of 16. What an incredible fight it's been. Now, DeWalt and Bonas in a semifinal to go against the winner of these guys. And here we are right now, Tarson and DragOn fighting it out. See who makes it into the semis, guys. It has been an incredible journey. And thanks to your guys' support, we get to make it happen, guys. Whether you just want to donate here directly on the website, you know, monthly, one time. You can join the Patreon, guys. You can join the Ko-Fi. Patreon and Ko-Fi are basically the same thing, except just really whichever one you prefer. Or you can pick up an awesome zip-up hoodie, guys. You know, why not get a nice outfit and support StarCraft at the same time? Beanie season, we got you covered. Work polos, we got you covered. Got to stay warm, we got you covered. If you are subbed, it is 10% off. And more importantly, if you use the code PLATINUM10, guys, in chat, you get 10% off. So make sure to take a look, guys. Help support the cause. All I can say is that it goes a very long way. Guys, I appreciate you all. And you know what? Let's go ahead and hop right into game number 2, guys. Game 2 coming at you. DragOn versus Tarson on Dominator. Let's go. All right, spawning here in the top left, guys. We have DragOn. And in the right-hand side, guys, we have Tarson. All right. I don't think we're going to see 12 next 2 games in a row. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb. I just want to go out on a limb and say we're probably not going to see a 12 next 2 times in a row, especially on a 3-player map. But, you know, Dominator we have a high ground nat into low ground main, right? If you want to abuse something like early goon pressure or something, this is the map to do it. So, we'll see what he does. He could just be comfortable enough playing the main game, playing the long game, you know? Just play it out. Whatever, you know? If you're confident in your macro over your opponent, there's no need to do something silly. Just play the game. Enjoy it. Alright. Gateway gas, so don't expect too much early pressure. I think DragOn is gonna, you know, do the macro thing. But we'll give him a chance. There's still some time for craziness to happen. Alright. Of course, Terran gets the first scout 2 games in a row. Can you believe that? Terrans are just built different, chat. Let me see. He's going to see a gateway and a core. Nothing too fancy. Interesting that DragOn keeps checking the middle. He really is thinking about the possibility of getting just like BBS'd or something. He is not ruling that out at all against Tarson. Alright. Goon range. Yeah, skip the Zealot. Alright. Yeah, DragOn wants to get right into that mid game, guys. He wants to take his natural, build some goons, you know, have a bit of fun. Now, what I'm going to find very interesting is last game doesn't count. Alright, obviously it counts for the score, and DragOn's up 1-0. But last game does not count. Because it was a 12 next with a failed bust into a disastrous, you know, hidden nexus into failed third after failed third. No, it doesn't count. Alright? This is the game where I really want to see what these two can do against each other. I expect this to be a bigger, more macro-oriented game where we actually get some back and forth. And I don't think Tarson always loses that. Like I said before, I think this series goes all 5 games. If this was a best of 7, it would go all 7 games. Like, I genuinely think this is gonna be good. Oh. Ah, you missed the only shot you're gonna get. That's... Nope, never mind. Oh! Oh! What? No! That should be illegal. That should... He missed both of his shots. If I'm DragOn, I am a little annoyed at that. Absolutely. You're like, come on, how? How did I miss both? Natural's coming up here at about the same time. That, once again, this is looking a lot better for Tarson, obviously, than game 1 did. So let's see what he can do with it. Because you can have all the cool stuff in the world, but, you know, can't capitalize on it. Alright. Got the mines out. Observer's not quite done yet. Whoa, Mr. Vulture went a little too deep. And I like this mine setup. It's just in his face enough, you know? It's just in his face enough. Alright. Slowly pushing back the mines. Observer's gonna go forward. What is Tarson up to? Just 2 factories. Getting his armory. He's not planning any big attack. He's not massing up on factories yet. He hasn't gone for that explosion. He's happy just building SCVs, getting some units out, being ready. We should see additional factories go down in the next, you know, soon. But for now, he is just happy to micro some vultures. Maybe even, if he can, deny this again. No, drop the Nexus, brother. Oh, if we hadn't hesitated here. Tarson hadn't hesitated. He might have been able to deny that. Okay, well. Game 1, we cried for carriers. Ask and ye shall receive. Alright, here comes the factory explosion. The thing is, we're not going to have scans for a hot minute. No, we're not going to build our academy for a bit. And this is just out of the way enough that he might not scan it in the first round. There is a small world where it just doesn't get scanned. One shot missed. And so it survived with 1 hit left. Classic. Alright. Mass amount of gateways going down here. Carriers are building 3 base. Well, I'm going to air quote 3 base carrier here. You know, it's not bad. We just need the 3rd base. And these carriers are going to hit at a timing where Tarson hasn't even thought about. Oh, I guess he got a couple. So the point of this is to hit a timing, right? And I'm sorry that my allergies have kind of made me sound stuffy. But you want to hit a timing where the carriers, there's no response to the carriers. And then when he switches heavy into responding to the carriers, you have a ground army. Right? And that's what the gateway mass is for here. Is I expect 6 carriers. I don't think he'll go all the way up to a control group. I think it will be just, you know, 6 carriers or so. He can go the full group, but I think it's not going to this game. But he is a Protoss player, and Protoss players can do quite literally anything they want. So the biggest thing is he's going to have to defend here. Yeah, we don't have our... So it's going to be a 1-1 timing. He doesn't have a lot of ground army, so he's going to have to use his carriers pretty quickly. And revealing the carriers now, when there's only 2 of them, is not good. Yeah, I don't... Carriers are going to come in here. They will be revealed. But once again, 2 carriers is not a lot of DPS. Like this, look how long that Goliath survived for. And the Marines are just A-moved. Alright. And we'll survive. Obviously tanks don't shoot up. But this gives him all the time to have a proper reaction, right? We're going to start spamming out Goliaths here. I don't even necessarily think this is the best carrier map, per se. I think there are better carrier maps. But, you know, carriers can do anything, right? Remember that. This is what hurts. This is what'll lose you the game. Every probe dying there. Oh, I'm letting a carrier get hit by a missile turret. Definitely not a great way to help. Alright, well, we've held, but we lost the whole mineral line. We killed an NG Bay and a barracks as compensation, but... What if we just let the vultures in? Remember, chat, it's wintertime. If you're cold, they're cold. Let these vultures in. God. This is a disgusting amount of damage. And that, folks, is a 5-fact plus 1 timing. Now, can he actually survive the carriers? All right. We're starting to hit a decent mass of Goliath. Double starport. Proxied. He's going to go for Wraith. 100%, right? Okay, we have 6 carriers. Like I said, 6 carriers, probably where he's going to stop. The thing is, there's so few tanks. This is going to be a problem. Yeah, and this is the biggest issue, right? Is that we have some tanks coming, but we don't really have a whole lot of anti-goo stuff, right? And this is kind of one of the other things, yeah. That, yeah, you just kind of come in here. If you can pick off the tanks with the carriers very quickly, then nothing else matters. Right? And now your goons are feel free to run all over. Yeah. Oh, man. Carriers are good, guys. Carriers are good. Come on, Tarson. You can do better than that. I believe. I believe in the Tarson. Come on. Our Terran boy needs to bring it back now. Reverse sweep incoming. Man. I mean, actually, obviously it's because he lost all the tanks, right? He should have gone home with some of the tanks after clearing out that base. You just kind of go home. I think if he does that, his odds of not dying are incredibly higher. Unfortunately, that's not the game we had, which just means he's going to do better next game. There we go. Game number 3, chat. We're just going to roll right out into it. Well, I don't even get to take a sip of water. These guys are just ready to go. All right, guys. We're just waiting for everyone to thumbs up. All right, here we go. Guys. Match point. I'm seriously understanding why ASL went to best of 7s from best of 5s. It makes a lot of sense. We're on match point 55 minutes into the stream. I get it. But guys, here we go. DragOn versus Tarson, game number 3. Top left, guys, we've got DragOn. Bottom left, we got Tarson. Come on, guys. Tarson needs your energy. He needs whatever you can send him. Your vibes, your thoughts and prayers, your energy, whatever you got. He needs all that Terran power. So I don't know what Dragon's going to do here. I don't think we see another 12 next, right? There's no way we see 12 next twice in 3 games. But, he is a Protoss player. So I guess anything is possible. You know, I say anything is possible. Chat. All right, well. So, yeah, it's going to be a 12 next. Alright. And once again, it gets first scouted. But I don't think you go for it because of the trend. I think you have to just look at this as Tarson and go, ugh, and then just like 15 CC or something. Well, it's a little late for 15 CC, but you know what I mean. You gotta. I don't think there's a world where you go for a bust on knockout because of the trench. Oh, man. So, the real question is Tarson going to actually send it, right? I mean, he could. He is a Terran player. Terran players love to send it. But I don't know, I just don't think he can. He's got a 2-fact, actually. Alright, 2-fact always has a chance. Oh, coordinated fire. Alright, cannon. A couple of zealots. Yeah, there's no way you want to. I think you just, yeah. You can't do nothing about that, sadly. Oh. All right. We got to keep the probe out. That's all that matters. Now, 3 Marines is enough to shoo away most anything at this point in the game. 4 Marines, definitely. Oh, bye, Mr. Probe. All right, we're now cooking away. Question is, mines or siege? I have seen pushes like this with both. I'm sure there's definitely a better, like, I'm probably sure mines are better, but I know a lot of people like siege here because you can just, you know, you siege up back here and you take down the cannon without any damage. You force them out. So we'll see. I think siege will be better. But we're gonna put up our bunker. We're moving in. You know, you got that bad neighbor, and you're like, you don't really want him to move in, but you can't really stop him. That's what we're dealing with right now for DragOn. Siege mode finishes. Goodbye, cannon. And now we slowly move forward. All right, well, that's not slowly. We are moving forward, though. All right, this bunker might actually come up here. If this bunker comes up, oh, DragOn's having a bad time. Okay, yeah. It's not over, but it's definitely a bad time to be playing. Oh, go Marines, go. Oh my lord, they all make it in. They all make it into the bunker. All the tanks will go down, which sucks, but we have 4 Marines in a bunker here, which is a scary amount. We have a lot of vultures in the trench fighting, though. And obviously, if they're in the trench, they're missing. Mines are here. That is going to be the end of a little bit of aggression here. And the bunker stays. We don't have enough to back it up, though, so I think we're going to have to get out. All right, yeah, just get back in the other bunker. We do not bust again. Once again, no bust. All right, we're just gonna. Oh, dragon, brother. All right, we're adding on our robo finally. All right, zealot men come out here to eat. Oh, no. Get that tank out of here. Run, tank man, run. Dude, this tank has seen everything. This tank's going on an adventure. Well, he sieges up now. He's like, well, I'ma try. This is the best we can do up here. Ah! Yep, there's a mine. Good old mine drag. He's added on a third fact. No command center. This series, I think, had so much potential for Tarson. But it's just slipping away game after game, and it feels so bad. It kind of feels like Artosis versus Dragon, where, like, there's definitely plenty of play for Artosis, and there's been plenty of play for Tarson. It just kind of doesn't happen. And that's what makes Dragon a great player, right? It's what makes him very scary. Is that he is just kind of good. Ooh. Is that a cancel? I hope that was a cancel. At the end of the day, Tarson, you know, obviously the bust failed, you know. Not the greatest. You know, losing all the tanks game 2. But at no point has he, like, really been that, like, and I'm gonna choose some words here for a moment and say that he has fought very hard, and I think he's put up one hell of a fight. And I don't think this should have been a 3-0. But what I think is irrelevant, because unfortunately I did not write the script this season. I did let Javier write it, which is weird because that means why is Taryn losing? I expected Artosis in the finals, but I let Javier write the script. But you know, it is what it is. All right. Well, cool. We can contain them, but yeah, it's all over but the crying. Oh, friendly fire. That wasn't very nice. I mean, to be fair, we do have 4 tanks tucked in here still, in a very nice spot. I'm not saying they're actually going to do something, but, you know, it's not nothing. This Dragon does kind of need to throw for this to work out for Tarson. But never say never. You know, Justin Bieber may have been onto something all those years ago. Alright, we're trying to shuttle up some units, but second turret is finishing at the front. We have a turret in the back here. Yeah, that shuttle was not long for this world. Does Zealots still have any mines to drag? Oh, the goons just run into mines. We're surrounded. We have more reinforcements coming. They're stuck on the bridge, though. They're going to siege. They can take out the back goons. They can't take out the stuff in the natural, though. And none of these trades are good enough for Tarson at the end of the day. we can try and hype this up a little bit, but at the end of the day, I don't think there's much we can do here for Tarson. Unless, like I said, DragOn really has to do something wrong. And DragOn's just a little too good for that, I would normally say. Wait. Why did we just face tank that? We have an observer right here. No. Alright, DragOn is really trying his best to prove my point. That the only way Tarson can win is if DragOn throws a little bit. We still have money. This Nexus is not long for this world. Like, cancel it. Can't. Yes, you gotta cancel that. Oh. I hate when players cancel at the last second because it always just like I'm not nearly good enough to do it, so I'm always like, oh. All right, we're moving in. Come on, Vultures. Help out. We lose 2 tanks for free here. Oh, the Observer's down. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, you want to stay back behind your turret, brother. Oh! Oh! NG base coming in to help. I don't know anymore. This game has me scared and confused. Kill the zealot! Kill the zealot! Oh my lord! No, that zealot! Oh, hi, Shuttle. How you doing, friend? If at any point during that Tarson had dropped this command center, such a great game for him. The fact that he hasn't has me a little concerned. Alright, so DragOn's going to try and double expand to save this game. But he's mined out a lot more of his main than Tarson has. Like, Tarson still has, like, a minute in his main base. Which is a little bit more than you should have at this point. Obviously, DragOn's about where you should be at 15 minutes. The shuttle's just getting the grand tour here. I do think this just immediately... I think this will immediately just rotate back into DragOn's favor. Like... Man... Now, if Tarson just like randomly goes and grabs either the mineral only or 6 o'clock, then, you know, crazy things can happen. One base versus 2 is going to be very hard. But it's not over yet. That is the most important thing to remember, is it is not over yet. Alright, the shuttle's going to come on in here. It's got a couple of zealots in it. He's going to just try and bomb them in the mineral line, I assume, to kill all the SCVs. Or is he going to try something up front? That could be crazy. Maybe something in the main? Could also work. Look at this. There's still a little bit of money here. Alright, here we go. Well, that Reaver did nothing. Unfortunate. It's not dead, but it didn't do much. Oh. Oh, yeah, it did. Dude. Glad we have a control group following this, just to make sure. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Good save, Dragon. Good save. Alright, so yeah, we've stacked up our economy here. But the thing is, the natural doesn't have a lot in it. Right? Because he went for a 12 Nexus. So he mined a lot of that out already, like, when you compare it, right? Like, so this mineral-only base is critically important that this stays alive. Well, all right, we're gonna face tank here a bit. Ooh, shit'll get away. No, you traitor! This is the face of a traitor, everyone. Look at that. Random mischance strikes again. Well, that had 0 kills, and then 5 vultures blew up, so that's the only kills that that guy's got. Oh, we made it in. Get a good scout. Mineral count and everything. Did we just face tank more mines, too? Alright, these guys are... God, they are gaming. Dragon keeps looking for an opening and Tarson's not giving him one. We will be able to secure this mineral only pretty easily, actually. Dragon staying home just as concerned about any possible issues. We're just going to go ahead and set up here. Would love to see some more depots and turrets to try and SimCity off the area. Oh, he floated his main over. Doesn't this still have gas? Does it still have gas? No, we're at 20 minutes. I guess that should be empty. But a depleted gas is better than nothing. Like, he's only on 1 gas now. That's going to be a bottleneck. And 1 gas just makes Terrans very sad. Well, it makes everyone very sad. Zerg is really the only race that has a viable comp with just 1 gas, and that's Hydralisks, you know? Alright, Protoss securing 12 o'clock. Once again, very important. We need that extra gas money. I expect Tarson in the not-too-distant future to probably waiting for Dragon to show his hand, see what he's got. While Tarson has a lot of general vision around the map with his mines, he doesn't really know what the Protoss is up to. He doesn't know about top right here. Oh. All right. Not the best storm drop, but they definitely got a few boys. All right, we finally learned about this base. Everyone stopped just short of the mine. Luckiest goons ever. Oh, we win! Get wrecked, cannon. He's not going to break the shields. So he knows about top right. He can assume 12 o'clock from this. He knows about the mineral only. Oh. Oh, we target down the shuttle first. Nice. All right, now there's just one very angry Reaver down there. Both players have really good vision everywhere. Like, the mines give a lot of good vision. Oh, this is... I mean, the best way to get vision is just to go kill everything. So, like, easy. God, that was greedy. He really wanted that probe. All right. A new shuttle has come down here to ferry Mr. Reaver Man. Oh no. He did not pick up Reaver Man. Oh, but it was empty. Well, it didn't survive, so it doesn't actually matter. I guess is actually the more correct statement. That might have been very full. Probably of High Templar, based on where he was trying to drop. All right, we're going to secure 12 or 6 o'clock, it looks like. Dragon, what are we going to add on here? Forge, another gateway. We've been doing all this on 7 gates. We're finally adding on gates 8 and 9. That's a little crazy. Oh, we're going to go for a push here. Forget securing a base. He wants to secure a point in this series. Oh, sieging one control group at a time. Love it. All right, this tank line goes deep. Oh, can we get a snipe on these Templar? Oh, what a storm. Oh! It is bad weather today, but there's just so many tanks here. Does it actually matter? Like, was that clean? No. Was it still a win? Kinda, actually. I don't know if he has enough to actually continue doing anything else here, but... Clumping your tanks, like, if his tanks weren't nearly as clumped, you know? I mean, now he's going to get flanked and ripped apart. This is unfortunate. Oh, what a tank salvo. And after a long fight, unfortunately, that attack did not go his way. GG is called. Dragon's got a smile. And with that, another 3-0. That definitely should not have been a 3-0. You know, say what you will. I think Tarson, I don't know. I think Tarson could have won a couple of times throughout this series. But coulda, didn't, unfortunately. It is what it is. Oh, man. Truly nuts. Well, guys, another round of 8 match in the books. Tomorrow, ZVZ. Don't forget, guys, check out check out the merch store. Honestly, check out the merch store. This is the best thing we got right now. At least in my opinion. I actually need to add more colors for the zip-up hoodie. They have more colors. For some reason, it just didn't select them. Oh, that's because it's not refreshed. There are more colors, guys. Look at this is the one I want the most. This right here. I think this red's a little too bright, but like the burgundy, look at that. Mwah. Guys. Yeah, we have it in so many colors. We have so many sizes. Whatever you want. Come on. Make sure you pick it up, guys. Support us. Check out the bracket, guys. Everything you do to help spread the word. Tell your friends. Unfortunate for Taryn. That is our last Taryn out. Last Taryn in the tournament. Dunzo. All right, guys. Thank you all very much. I hope you all have a fantastic day. We'll send you on over to somebody. Until next time. Until tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. We're going to have a great day tomorrow, guys. Peace.